don't care if they're a sex offender. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're indigenous. I don't care if they're a criminal. I don't care if they're coming out of jail, prison. Everyone deserves housing. Stained. Next is Raven Crawford. Lived experience, Emergency Food and Shelter Board, representation of LGBTQIA2S+, American Indian, Alaska Native, Indigenous communities in chronic homelessness and domestic violence.
Yatahe, I second.
Yeah.
All in favor? Thank you.
Aye.
Aye. All,
can I say something? We have a code of ethics on this board, and Thomas Whitaker Raven Crowfoot is a sex offender, a repeat sex offender, and I have had bad experience with him.
So I gotta cut you off because we can't disclose people's personal business here, right?
Okay.
And although that's public disclosure, like we have no right to out anybody in this space.
Okay. I thought thinking
right?
of what
Like that's just not okay at all.
Okay.
And I won't stand for that as a co-chair.
No,
We're not
we don't
here
do
to
that
discover
here.
people's
No.
backgrounds. And actually, I'm glad that if that is the case, that he's here, because sex offenders are another population that is most vulnerable that don't have housing.
Okay.
People
I
do
have had
change
nothing
and
but
people
good
do
experience
She
with
has
it.
touched me. She has touched me. So if there's a meeting where he's at, I
Christina,
will not be
you
able
need to
be
take
there.
this to the police then. Christina,
I have.
this is not the forum.
Stop, Christy. Christy, stop. As the co-chair, I'm telling you
will.
that you cannot talk like that in this meeting. I will not have that here. If anyone wants to talk like that, you will be muted and then removed from this meeting, board member or public or not. This is about equity, and everyone deserves housing. I don't care if they're a sex offender. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're indigenous. I don't care if they're a criminal. I don't care if they're coming out of jail, prison. Everyone deserves housing.
Okay, Shanae, we got you.
No, it's not okay. That's the point. And so when we talk about a code of ethics here at the COC board, we will be respectful of all people, all inclusivity. Everybody's here for the same reason, to end homelessness, because we've all been there. And it sucks, and it's a place to be. But we are all human at the end, and we all deserve housing. It is a human right. It doesn't matter your background, your religion, your creed, your sexual orientation. I don't care about none of that, and nobody here should either. What we all care about is ending homelessness.
Shanae, we need to move on.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not moving on as the co-chair. I'm letting you know our code of ethics is that this is an inclusive space, and we are equitable to all.
They manage $250 million of mostly taxpayer money. Is Raven qualified for that job? Well, let's look at his resume. In 2010, he was convicted of raping a 13-year-old. In 2012, he was charged with raping a 15-year-old. And then in 2018, cops found him living in a tent with a minor. The guy should be in prison, not running Seattle's homeless task force.